Alright, we're filming now. So we're going to walk down to the beach. And I think we'll put it on maximum magnification. I'll step down.
So you want me down here, right?
I want you over here looking at me. Okay, try to keep me in the picture. Don't hit the button.
Yep.
Hi, my name is Dave Hall. I'm here to show you what I call my split chain anchoring system. It's a very simple, effective modification to your anchor rod, which will work on almost any boat and cost very little money. One of the things that anchoring experts will all agree on is that regardless of the type of anchor or the bottom condition that you're encountering, the more scope you have, the better off. Scope refers to the ratio of the length of the anchor rod, and by rod I mean the system, the rope and chain, whatever it is in combination. The more you have in length compared to the water depth, the better the angle will be on the pull of the anchor, which means it's going to dig into the bottom rather than skip across the top. A 7-to-1 ratio is considered quite good, but most people don't carry enough rod to anchor in reasonably deep water with that much scope. Plus, the swinging radius that results can sometimes be dangerous. Most people, particularly those with a rope chain windlass, use a short length of chain, perhaps 5 or 10 feet. And if it's the type of windlass that will run both rope and chain together, then a rope chain splice connects to the short chain and the rest of it is rope. What that does is it doesn't add much weight to the rod in the center. Many years ago I had experimented with what's called a rod weight, which is something you slide down the anchor rod to put weight in the middle of the rod so that it acts as a shock absorber. Now I've done a little simulation of something that's a variation of that, and we'll show you the real thing on my boat the second half of this video. This grapple anchor here is dug into the rocks just to hold it in place for the video. There's no chain on this anchor, but normally there'd be a short length. We'll just ignore that. So what we have here is roughly 50 feet of half-inch nylon. And as you move down the road at about the 50-foot point, you'll see that there's a splice. This is a fake splice. The real thing is on the other video. But it's a special splice that connects the anchor rope to the chain, and it will run through the windlass right over the rope will pass the splice over the windlass, and the windlass will engage the chain and provide a very positive pull from that point on. Now what I have here is atypical because there's 50 feet of rope and then 50 feet of chain. That actually is 25 feet, I'm sorry. The weight of that is probably 20 pounds. You'll see that as we run down the chain, the line, the angle on the anchor gets tighter and tighter to the bottom. So by the time you have 50 feet out, you've got all the weight on the end of the boat. And if we can swing the camera down here, we can see how it is almost perfectly parallel with the bottom. Then you have another rope chain splice. This one is just a substitute, if it's not. But normally it would be a rope chain splice. And then the rest of the road can be whatever you choose it to be, perhaps 200 feet. If you let out 75 or 100 feet of line, the chain will be somewhere near the middle of the system, which puts the weight where you want it and keeps the pull horizontal. If you're in shallower water, you can let out to the point where you're not quite at the end of the first chain, and you still get a very good pull on the bottom, but you have the benefit of the windlass pulling on the chain, which is a more positive grip than would be the case with the rope. If you're doing this without without a windlass. And you have to pull the anchor up by hand. The second advantage is, on my boat, the chain that I have weighs about 25 pounds. The anchor in the front chain weighs about 30. With this system, as long as you're in less than about 50 feet of water, you can pull the anchor up and never have to let it go about 30 pounds at any one time, because the chain will be on board before you get the weight of the anchor. Give it a try. It's very easy. Won't cost you much. Anchors away.